You haven't earned that right. Some personal thoughts about dating and relationships. So much of any relationship comes down to your ability to communicate effectively. However, even with the best of intentions, most of us screw up now and then. There's always a huge learning curve that at the beginning of a relationship, what's okay to say and what's not. You would think that you should just be able to be yourself, but it's not always that easy. Hi, welcome to this week's vlog. I'm relationship coach Rick Sodebeer. I help you make better dating and relationship decisions by showing you how to create clarity, hone your communication skills, and forge stronger relationship connections. Some people have very strong filters and others don't. We all have that one friend that has no filter whatsoever. And for the most part, that works really well for them. If you try to speak without a filter, it usually comes out wrong or is taken in the wrong context. I've come under fire in a couple of different situations because I didn't use quite as much filter as some people would like. Then I have to ask myself the question, did I cross a line? The answer is not always so easy to determine. Where is the line? That's the million-dollar question. You see, the line changes with every person you talk to. How well do you know them, and what is the relationship with them? Is it business or personal? Generally, with a business acquaintance, you're going to use more of a filter than with a personal relationship. How far along is your relationship? Have you been dating for a while or just a couple of dates? As you get to know someone, you tend to let down your guard. You open up and share more. In some rare situations, you may feel a really strong connection. You may be more open and relaxed and not use as much filter. The problem arises when the other person is not quite feeling the connection or is much more guarded to begin with. Then you start tiptoeing through a minefield in hopes that you don't say something that hurts or offends, even if it's said with the best of intentions. You run the risk of losing yourself. When you find yourself having to watch what you say, you run the risk of losing who you are. Relationships can quickly become troubled when one or both of you have to start watching what you say. Is she offended by your sense of humor? Is he offended by your critiques of him? If either or both of you are having to walk around on eggshells to make sure that you don't start a fight or offend the other person, it's time to start questioning the relationship, or at least your communication style. If you have significant time invested in each other, see if there's a way that you can figure out how to communicate more effectively. If your relationship is relatively new, you may just want to move on and save the trouble of trying to figure out how to communicate with each other. There are going to be times that no matter how hard you try, it's just not going to work. When do you earn the right to have input in my life? This is another great question. Some of you think that you have the right to have input in someone's life from day one, your first date. Others are more laid back and cautious. In general, it takes time to get to know someone and earn their respect. You're much more likely to have a positive impact when you've spent time earning the respect of your partner. Are you capable of commenting or giving advice without being hurtful? People without much of a filter tend not to care significantly about how you feel when they tell you something. Others tend to shy away from any kind of direct comments and can dance around a subject in hopes that you'll eventually catch on to what they're trying to say. Don't tell me what to do. You have to earn that right. You have to get to know someone. You have to learn what makes them tick. You can't jump in and assume that they don't have a brain or that they don't care or that they can't figure things out for themselves. Yes, you may disagree. And yes, you may eventually come to the same conclusion or decision that you think they should make. They just have to make it in their way and in their time. Maybe you're not used to being with someone that can think for themselves. If you've been with weak and indecisive people in the past, you're making a mistake by treating your new relationship the same way as you dealt with your past relationships. You just might get a response like this. I'm not your ex. I'll give you an intellectual challenge that you're not used to. I'll make you think. In the end, I'm an adult and can think for myself. Don't treat me like a child. You have to pay your dues. In any relationship, you can't just jump in and start telling someone how they should live their life. You haven't earned that right. That right comes with time and experience. You have to spend time getting to know someone, learn what's important to them and what's not. You have to respect their wisdom and insight, even though it might conflict with yours. It isn't until you've earned their respect that you can become more direct with your opinions. Until then, the best you can do is suggest the best course of action. You can be the most caring person in the world and have nothing but the best of intentions. It doesn't mean a hill of beans until you've shown your respect and your willingness to understand your partner that you can start to earn the right to be a trusted resource in their decision-making process. To learn more about what to look for in great relationships, please check out my blog number 220, The 8 Key Elements of an Extraordinary Relationship. While you're there, you can request a copy of The 5 Biggest Dating and Relationship Mistakes and How to Avoid Them. It's free just by asking. I hope today's topic is helpful. For more information like this, check out my other blogs and videos right here at ricksoetebier.com. Next, please go to my Facebook page, Rick Soetebier Relationship Coach. When you click the like button, also make sure you click the See First button so that you see my daily tips, insights, and inspirations in your newsfeed. Then join me on Facebook weekly for Monday Mastery live at 5, where I talk about whatever's happened over the weekend and how it applies to dating and relationships. Thanks for watching. Have a great and blessed day.